King Charles has just approved a new rule, one that could redefine the future of the monarchy forever. The rule itself is simple, but its impact shook royal circles like an earthquake. Any child who wishes to remain in the royal line of succession must be raised full-time in the United Kingdom under direct royal oversight. No exceptions, no loopholes, no special arrangements. And the moment this rule was announced, everyone knew exactly who it targeted first. Archie and Lilibet, Harry and Meghan's children, born and raised thousands of miles away in California, suddenly stood outside the requirement. They've never lived within palace walls, never participated in royal customs, never experienced daily life inside the institution. Whispers inside the palace suggested this wasn't just an administrative update. It was a message, a declaration that the monarchy was moving forward, and that the next generation would be chosen with intention. For Meghan Markle, this cut deeper than anyone else. To her, this wasn't simply about status. It was about belonging, about acknowledgement, about ensuring her children were recognized as part of a legacy she believed they were born into. But this new rule spelled out one truth with painful clarity. It is the monarchy, not Meghan, that decides who belongs. And it didn't stop there. Before the dust settled, a second rule emerged, one even sharper. Only the children of active, working royals will remain in the line of succession. That if you don't serve the crown, your children don't stay in line. Harry and Meghan stepped away in 2020. They chose independence over institution. Now, years later, that choice had come full circle. Their children no longer fit the redesigned system. Behind closed doors, palace advisors described this as structural modernization, a streamlined approach meant to protect the monarchy's future. But in Montecito, it felt like something else. A quiet reprimand, a severing of the last remaining ties, a reminder that decisions carry consequences. The palace claimed it wasn't personal, but for Meghan, it couldn't feel more personal. Because now two rules had landed, both directly reshaping her children's future. And then came something even colder, a formal clarity review. Normally these reviews are routine, simple checks, basic paperwork updates. But this one was different. This team wasn't made up of office clerks. It included constitutional experts, legal specialists, historians, people who handle matters only when something is uncertain, contested, or consequential for the crown. Their focus? Everything connected to Harry, Meghan, and their children. Birth documents, medical confirmations, paperwork that should have moved automatically but didn't, timelines around their departure, succession rules that had never been tested in modern history. This wasn't hostile, but it was precise, thorough, relentless. A review designed to eliminate every loose thread. And while the monarchy tightened its grip, another force rose. Prince William. For years, he observed quietly, learning from the Queen, from his father, from every crisis the monarchy survived. But insiders say that phase is over. William is no longer just the heir, that he is positioning himself as the institution's defender. Those close to him describe a man with little tolerance for anything that destabilizes the crown. After years of public drama, interviews, allegations, documentaries, William's patience has reached its limit. He is described as decisive, disciplined, unyielding. Some advisors say privately, William will cut a limb to save the body. To him, this is not revenge, it's duty. Where Harry stepped back, William stepped in. Where Meghan challenged the institution, William strengthened it. Where Charles began reforms, William is ready to finalize them. His message is unmistakable. Instability will not be carried into the next reign. While William fortifies the monarchy, Meghan prepares for battle. Sources say she has consulted lawyers in both the UK and California, determined to examine whether the new rules violate the Act of Settlement 1701, a cornerstone of royal succession. LAWTO Meghan. The timing is too sharp, too specific, too directed to be coincidence. She believes the rules are being rewritten because of her family. The palace insists they were overdue. Either way, Meghan is preparing to fight. Her legal team warns her. Challenging the monarchy is never clean. It never stays quiet. And it forces every involved party to present evidence. Real documents, real statements, real truths. And that is where the real danger lies. If Meghan proceeds, Harry will be pushed into the one position he has avoided for years. Choosing a side. Standing with Meghan means going against his own family in court, publicly, permanently. Standing with the crown means breaking the promise he made to his wife and children. For Meghan, this is about recognition. For the monarchy, it's about order. For Harry, it's about being trapped between two worlds that can no longer coexist. The battle hasn't begun, but the lines are drawn. On one side, a monarchy rewriting its rules, tightening its structure, and closing ranks. On the other, Meghan, determined to defend her children's place in history. And between them stands Harry, torn, pressured, and watching the distance between his two lives widen every day. Sources say he feels the tension closing in, the options narrowing, the unavoidable decisions drawing closer. Because if Meghan moves forward legally, the monarchy will be forced to reveal documents, testimonies, and hidden moments long kept out of public view. Once that door opens, there is no stepping back into peace. This is the moment before everything breaks. The moment two royal children become the center of a constitutional storm. The moment a family conflict becomes a historic confrontation. The monarchy is moving on. Meghan is preparing to push back. And Harry is facing the hardest choice of his life. And one thing is certain. What comes next will not be quiet, it will not be gentle. And it will change the royal family forever, because this is not the end. This is the spark, the moment before the explosion.